Coming new measures to salvage redundant Australian traditional media. This ABC online report, December 2024. No, new tax plan in the headline. It's to incentivise big tech to enter into pay agreements with traditional media, the justification being that their content appears on big tech platforms. Details as the time of this article not released. All right, so here we go. So placed in the middle of this quite extensive news article, likely to be missed by those who read the headline, and in short, there's information that should have been in the headline given the magnitude of the burden. The Federal Communications Minister has separately, as in nothing to do with the headline tax, announced, wait for it, can you believe this, direct government funding for news media. We've already paid for the ABC. Apparently going to be paying for the rest of the corporate news. Budget update has been published since this article. Let's see the justification. Here's a relatively YouTube. They've been rolling out public interest journalism. A greater example of an oxymoron you're not going to see. It's like a sweet lemon. Lemons aren't sweet. And the journalism that they put out, the public is not interested in. And the media assistance program, to which a lot of this money is going to its credit, spells out exactly the problem with old media, and that it's technologically redundant. It's the equivalent to public funding for building horse carriages. As a graphic comparison of old and new media. Now, it's not just the technological changes in the way people consume news, it's also what the news is. This article by Crikey in July 24 highlights the problem. Just how cooked is the Australian media industry? Well, it was cooked, but they're trying to get out of the oven. All right, I'll correct that there. I've got no money, but they're making less money because advertisers know potential customers do not watch old media. And they're cutting jobs left, right and centre. Look, this was dying. They were in decline. All right, this is the final stat I'll show you from this survey that was covered by Crikey. Proportion of people who say they often, sometimes or occasionally avoid news. 68%. They'll also include a proportion of people who always avoid news. The majority of people avoid the news post-COVID in particular is due to the lies and deception told by these court jesters reading scripts. They go to alt media now, where it makes sense with what they experience and observe. What these guys report is just absolute globalist nonsense. Apparently the government will invest, if you like that word, invest further. Remember, separate from tax or anything else, $335.6 million. That's just the first year. We know it's going to go up. So all that public money, because not private, Australians have indicated they want nothing to do with these guys, but to save the jobs of and subsidise the wages of these deceitful script reading court jesters. And according to this article in the Advertiser about killing off the car industry wanted less than that. Admittedly, it was 2013, but $300 million to keep 90,000 productive living wage jobs. All right, so that's pretty much it for this one. Doesn't it infuriate you that all of these news readers, particularly in Sydney, they live in the most opulent suburbs? Georgie Gardner, I think, has got a house in Drummoyne. Pete, the Sydney news reader, he lives with another hack over in Randwick. They all live in the inner west or beachside or harbour suburbs, and houses that they shouldn't have based on their contribution to society, which is negative. They should be gone. Australians have rejected these people. They can't stand them. Nobody's watching them. They're going to be talking to a camera that is broadcasting something nobody is watching, and they shouldn't be there, but they're going to be publicly funded. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a rant here. It's me a bit wild. 2025 is going to be a massive year. You've got Trump in the White House, the election next year here in Australia. So I'll be running a tempo of 2 vids per week. Try and get one midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and towards the end of the week, Friday, Saturday. So happy New Year, everybody. That's it for this one.